Hello everyone, so it is time for another creepy video. I'm going to be reading you guys the story of Lake Shawnee Amusement Park here in West Virginia. I heard of this story before, but I just decided that I wanted to make a video on it and share the story with you guys because it was too creepy to not make a video on. I also decided that I wanted to try and do something different with my creepy scenery because I'm just so tired of always moving to my bathroom all the time whenever I make these videos. So let me know what you guys think of this scenery, or if you think that I should try something different. I'm going to go ahead and get into the story of Lake Shawnee, and I hope you guys enjoy this story. The silhouette of long-forgotten Ferris wheel stands against the bony branches of bare trees. Beside it, the looming structure of a tire, arms reaching out into the open field, deteriorated wooden swings dangling from each pole. There is no wind, but the chains rattle lightly as one of the seats creaks, calmly, smoothly, back and forth. According to the local lore, that's one of the many ghostly spirits still at play in the abandoned haunted Lake Shawnee Amusement Park near Princeton, West Virginia. The young girl who died on the swing still appears to many park visitors. Back in the park's heyday, the little girl in her pink ruffled dress had boarded the circling swing set. But as she swooped around, a truck backed into the path of the swing. The impact killed her, but that hasn't stopped her from enjoying Lake Shawnee. It wasn't the only lost soul lingering among the scattered attractions you can still find in the park. The old hot dog stand still tended to by ghostly figures, and that same seat on the Ferris wheel, where you'll swear you'll see a man sitting. One glance at the ride's rust-blanketed hinges and weed-enveloped bars should tell you must have imagined it. It's no longer open for passengers, and the position of the open leg locks would make it, well, impossible. And then there are the souls whose last rides are no longer standing, but somehow seem to remain tethered to Lake Shawnee Amusement Park. Another young boy left to play by his mother was found drowned in the pool, his arms stuck in the drain. The pool was filled shortly after, but you can still hear the laughter of lost children echo through the park. The owner of the property claims the park's rides took at least 6 lives. It is a tragic fact of life that accidents happen from time to time. But were the deaths just a coincidence? Or perhaps a curse? Turns out there is a whole nother layer of spiritual unrest at the Lake Shawnee Amusement Park. The site was built over the bones of the Native American cultures that have once roamed its fields. An archaeological dig uncovered 13 bodies, mostly of children. The dig also confirmed that the site was a long-time settlement for the Native Americans. Perhaps that describes the chanting, yet another regular creepy occurrence at the amusement park. The documented tragic history of the site dates back even before the amusement park. A historic marker just down the road commemorates 3 more murdered children. The first European settler to the area, Mitchell Clay, returned home to find his son slain and scalped by Native Americans, alongside his murdered daughter. His third son, the youngest, was nowhere to be found. Mitchell took off in pursuit, but he was too late to save his son. The tribe had burned him at the stake. Strange that an amusement park would eventually lay on the grounds that seem historically to be inhospitable to children. But so the tale goes. The area has been explored by many paranormal investigators and featured on television shows like Discovery Channel's Ghost Lab, Travel Channel's The Most Terrifying Places in America, and ABC Family's The 10 Most Curious Places in the World. Want to see these hauntings for yourself? You can take haunted tours of the site, and maybe you'll get a glimpse of an apparition watching from the Ferris wheel. I just really thought that this story was interesting and super creepy, and I had to make a video on it whenever I heard about it. I would like to visit there sometime soon because I do live in West Virginia, for those of you who do not know. And you guys should know by now that I am completely obsessed with anything scary and spooky, and just anything that goes bump in the night. I'm all about it. So I have to visit this place, and there have actually been pictures taken of the abandoned amusement park, and I will actually include some of those pictures in the end of this video for you guys to see. I just decided that I would make a video on this since it is in West Virginia and I was born and raised here, and I hadn't made a video on this yet, so I want to do. So you know what you think of Lake Shawnee, and would you visit there? Do you think it's creepy? Because I sure as hell do. Also, there will be a lot of Halloween videos coming up this month. I have a whole schedule planned out to where I'm going to be uploading a video almost every day within the month of October. I don't know how that's going to work out, but there will be a lot of videos uploaded in October, so be on the lookout for that. Go ahead and go now, and if you guys enjoyed this video, please, yeah, I will see you guys next time.
The abandoned and haunted Lake Shawnee Amusement Park in West Virginia.
Back in the day, the old hot dog stand, the old hot dogs, oh my god, dongs. I keep saying dongs, why? The old hot, it turns out there is a, be quiet. Shh, no, you can't come over here, mommy's making a video, be quiet. To be particularly strange that an amusement park would eventually lay on the grounds that seem historically to be particularly eventually lay on the grounds that seem historically to be particularly shit eventually lay on the grounds that seem historically to be particularly inhospitable to particularly oh my god, I'll just skip that word. Settler to the aerial would eventually lay on the grounds that seem historically too particularly seem historically to be particularly strange that an amusement park would eventually lay on the grounds that seem historically to be particularly sure of a tire arms the haunted and abandoned lake hang on, I'm gonna start. that has less